يخرج منهم اللؤلؤ والمرجان, that he brings out from the two, what you call pearls and coral. Pearls, small pearls, and the coral. And then the pearls are created in the oyster, in a very special, magnificent chemical process, which is mind-boggling. You'd have to read about it to understand what is the great miracle of how the pearl inside of an oyster, okay, is created. And it's spectacular how it is now created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But they say there are pearls that are created in fresh water, and there are pearls that are created in salt water. Okay, they cultivate them. So they do two different types of pearls. That's why the seas in the ayah before now make sense, and that there's a practical application to the salt water, and there's a practical application to the sweet water. Okay, certain pearls will only grow in sweet water, and others will be cultivated in salt water. So both of them have their beauty, both of them have their benefits, and both of them have their effects, etc., on the human being. So once Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through His bayan, this is Allah's bayan, Allah's creativity, Allah's expression of who He is and what He does and what He can do. So the pearl is of immense use and benefit to the human being in terms of health, moods, etc., that the experts who handle pearls will tell you that these are the effects. Not necessarily in pharmacology or medicine, but people who know nature, they'll tell you. Not everything is documented in books of science. Some issues are documented in the minds of people through the oral tradition. That's why we have the oral tradition. Okay, so if you go to people who now deal with pearls all the time, they'll tell you this one has this effect, this one has this effect, and this one has this effect. So you may want to take a trip and listen to those wise people, but don't take your stethoscope with you. Leave it at home. Right? That won't help you because it's not from that tradition. It's not from the science empirical tradition. It's from people do things that are in the oral tradition, and it is mind-boggling what people know. Allah teaches them through the convention of the human being. The human convention, which is heart to heart, is a great industry for knowledge. We just, what do? We ignore it. So it's of no use, right? It's not documented anything. It can't be proven. It's not empirical. Therefore, we can't put a value on it, and therefore we can't market it. There are people that I've met, mashallah, who will manufacture a perfume just for you, based on your skin tone and based on your skin smell. They'll make a perfume that matches you. Now, how do you do that? Who gave them that knowledge? I say, okay, the oral tradition. You know, you have these secret family recipes. Somebody has a biryani recipe and they won't tell anybody what it is. That's a family secret. So that's the oral tradition. Okay, so you must be mesmerized by science, technology, industry. There are other things there. Ibn Battuta, rahimahullah, you know, the great Muslim traveler, he had a free ride everywhere he went, mashallah. So should follow his footsteps and travel the world. You won't need an American Express card. He went and he writes, I was in Dubai. He went to Dubai also. I saw in Dubai that I saw these pearl divers. They came up in the morning and they would dive into the sea, the Persian Sea. And they would stay down there for half an hour. There's no air, there's no oxygen. They would dive, they would stay there half an hour, and then they would come back with these oysters. So the pearl divers is a whole industry. Dubai was known for that. So number one, how do you hold your breath for half an hour? It'd be a kind of reality show you'd have. Hollywood would be there making a reality show, half an hour, you're there. You'd be in a Guinness Book of Records. No, this is the oral tradition. They went there and they came out and they knew the pearl. Not only that, they knew which pearl, which oyster had a pearl in it, and which oysters they would just discard and throw away. So without even looking into the oyster, they would just throw the oyster away. So I know this is rubbish. When you look into the oyster, there's nothing there. That's the oral tradition that you inherit heart to heart. Okay, it's not something that you learn in university or in a textbook and so on. So likewise, those who know the effects of pearls and the coral, they will tell you the benefits of each pearl. And if you ever find somebody who knows that, mashallah, take hold of him, stay with him, learn something from him, so that you learn the beauty and the ihsan and the rahmaniyya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as He's expressing His will through the pearl. Expression means what? You express an idea. Allah's expressing His will through that pearl, through that oyster, or through any other thing that He has created. So you should take advantage of human beings, not just science and technology, but human beings. The human beings will give you so much that books can never give you. So that is how. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ? Which one of the favors of your Lord then do you deny? We don't deny any of the favors of our Lord, Ya Rabb.